get one on the scoreboard against them today. So both players just coming into the centre for their introductions. So introducing the commandos here, number 1 from Hungary, the captain, Miklos Kiss. Number 2 from Malaysia, Muhammad Amruddin bin Shuib. Number 3 from China, Chu Shen. Number 4 from Spain, Alejandro Val. Number 7 from Russia, Igor Zandarov. Number 8 from Germany, Mario Kupers. And number 9 from Great Britain, Ed Lart. For the Hippos now, number 1 from Hungary, Miklos Timar. Number 2 from Poland, Lucas Pilar, the captain for the Hippos. Number 3 from New Zealand, Cole Hawkins. Number 5 from Russia, Ivan Debeli. Number 7 from Chinese Taipei, Mark Huang. Number 9 from Malaysia, Muhammad Adil bin Abu. And number 10 from Argentina, Nicolas Fase. So both teams just getting a bit of a warm-up now. Our 2 referees for the game, Alan Winter from Wales. And Chen Shenghua from Chinese Taipei. So, as both these teams warming up, Sammy, I want to ask you a few questions about the Tigers. How do you feel that you've gone this first season?
It's been a bit up and down. We've had 1 loss and 1 draw. We've had 1 loss and 1 draw to the Wolves and the Hippos. Both games that we should have. If we're a bit more clinical, we could have won. We're actually reasonably happy with the draw against the Hippos yesterday, as we came down 3 goals at the start and fought our way back to a draw. But yeah, it's like I said, it's been a bit of a roller coaster.
Yeah, you've had some strong performances in there. You'll look to get another good performance in for your final game.
Yeah.
Today as well.
Yeah. So we've got the Bulls as our final game. We beat them yesterday, and it seemed to be a bit of a close game. But I think if we're onto it, we should come out with a win.
Yeah, I believe that might be the case. Bulls looking very frustrated all season, so they'll hopefully be getting their first win. But I think you have a good chance at prevailing there, Sammy. I do also want to commend you as well, because you've been working tirelessly behind the scenes throughout this season. For those of you that don't know, Sammy has been doing a lot of the design for CPSL, so he's the one that's come up with all of the amazing logos and designs for all of the teams. So I want to congratulate you on all of your hard work there, Sammy.
Cool, thanks, Jade.
So interesting lineup with both of these teams. Some really strong players on both sides. Some great performances from keepers, especially Abu for the Green Hippos. But particularly we've got some great goal shooters on both sides. Ivan Debelier, one of the strongest players in the tournament, playing for the Hippos, number 5. For the Commandos, we see number 8, Mario Coopers, some really strong, powerful shots and some amazing goals throughout the season. Alejandro Val's number 4 is leading for the most assists. He recorded 6 in one game yesterday. Absolutely incredible performance from him. So he should be in for a really interesting game today. Nice turnout from the citizens of Shaoxing. Got a bit of a crowd in the stands, so nice to hear them chanting along and supporting both the teams. They were very vocal in all the games yesterday with some excellent spectator polo. Some very close games that were only decided in the last minutes of the game. So hopefully we'll be looking for just as entertaining polo today.
I think the Commandos are going to really look to get a win here. I think if they get a win here, they'll secure the 4th spot. And maybe all going well, that will secure a semi-final spot in the November season.
Yes, they will be looking to regain that 4th spot. Blue Helmets having a very good day yesterday with 2 wins, jumping ahead of them only by 2 points. So the Commandos will be looking to regain that 4th place and try and work their way up the ladder so they do get into those finals for Season 2. Both teams lining up now for the charge start. We see number 2 for the Commandos, Matcha, lining up. You know he's very fast on those sprints.
And he's charging against Mark Huang from Australia. Both teams ready to go.
So Commandos have won the ball.
And that was one of the new rules of ICF. Number 5, Ivan, went for the ball when there was no clear possession, which meant the Commandos get the penalty.
So yes, on that charge start, only one person from both teams are allowed to go for the ball until clear and obvious possession is gained. So Commandos starting an attack now. Working that ball around the outside to Coopers. Oh, and we have our first goal already after only 30 seconds. Excellent shot there from
Ed Lart.
From Ed Lart from Great Britain, number 9.
What a shot. And I think that's his 2nd goal of the tournament. He'll be happy with that.
Yes, he got his first goal yesterday, so he'll be happy to get another one on the score sheet today. So Commandos taking an early lead, they'll be very happy with that.
Cole Hawkins with a good shot.
And an excellent goal there from the Kiwi.
And that draws it up with 1-1.
Only a minute down and we've already got 2 goals, so hoping that this will continue throughout the game. We'll see a lot of shots and a lot of goals. Matcha just leaving the ball behind, but he does get back to it. Alejandro Valls just sending it across the left-hand side to Coopers.
Mario coming in.
And unlucky there from the Commandos to just trying to feed that ball inside, but the Hippos managed to intercept it. And they do have it now, currently with Hawkins. He does send Huang racing down there. He's got one-on-one with the keeper, but it is blocked out. Great work there from Matcha to get back into goal.
There's some good pressure from Alejandro from behind. Really made Mark shoot a rush shot, so it's great defense.
Excellent goal there from the number 9 for the Hippos, Abu. So we just see Hawkins and DeBelly just driving down that left-hand side, giving Abu the space on that right, and he does get the shot off. Excellent work there from the Hippos keeper. Coopers to Valls. Valls sends it back out again. Over to that right-hand side with Macha. Back to Coopers. Now Valls sprinting down the left-hand side. Coopers down the centre. Hippo's doing well, closing down those drives very early. Oh, excellent work there from Valls. Shot just deflected over.
But it's a corner.
So down that left-hand side with Coopers again. And the Hippos have intercepted that pass again, so it looks like another fast break potentially on here. Miklos sends it across to Debelier. He has an open goal. And does put it in the back of the net. So great goal there for the number 5, Ivan Debelier from Russia. Hippos getting an early lead now. 3-1.
That turnover came from Ivan on the top. Even when playing the Hippos yesterday, we had a lot of trouble with bringing the ball too close to Ivan, the top player, and he just deflect it and get all the steals. So, yeah, he's playing really well on the top.
Ball with Coopers. Through to Kiss. Captain just trying to feed the ball through. Referees have deemed that there was a foul there. Miklos passing it off to Coopers. An excellent goal there to the number 8, Mario Coopers. So Commandos getting one back on the board. They're only 1 goal down now. That is Mario's 10th goal of the season. He's had a great season. And a quick response there from the Hippos. So yes, another goal. This time from the captain, Lucas Pillars, number 2 for the Hippos. So very fast end-to-end polo here. Cooper sending the ball to Macha. An excellent goal there from number 2 for the Commandos, Macha from Malaysia.
It was a great screaming drive down the right-hand side.
Great pass there from Coopers. Macha will be playing in the Asian Championships in only just over a week's time or so. So have to watch out for the Malaysians there. They do have a very fast team. So Hippo's just a bit loose with the pass there, but it is deflected out and it is a corner. Run sends it over to that right hand side to Abu. Tries feeding it inside to Miklos. He sends it back out to Debelier. Over to Huang, back to Abu. Inside, shot is blocked. Hippos will have another corner. Back over to that right hand side again, looking for the shot option. Mark Huang there for the Hippos, managing to retain possession. Now there's a double drive down the centre. Oh, excellent goal there from Ivan Debelier. Didn't look like anything was on, but just puts that shot around the body of Igor Zandarov, and into the back of the net. Powerful shot there from Coopers, but just going slightly over.
I think if the Commandos want to be in this game, they just have to play slightly better defence and hit these drivers early. They've got a lot of good hard shooters.
Oh, an unlucky shot there from Pillars, just deflecting off that bottom right hand corner. He had both paddles beat, but needed to get it on target. One just bringing the ball into the centre. It's with Hawkins, he's trying to get his shot off, but he's putting it through about 4 paddles there. Probably not the wisest option. Huang with the corner. Wu sends it to Debellier. He will look for that shot. It is off the top bar. It's bounced in the water and collected by Zandarov. Tushen under some pressure there, does get it back to Zandarov, and now the Commandos do have the player advantage up the field. Ball with Coopers, he does get shut down quickly by Debellier. Feeds it to the inside, fast ball, ricochets, ends up with Valves and in the back of the net. So great play there from the Commandos.
And there's a great baseline shot from Valves. Had no angle and still managed to put it in the back of the net.
So great work there from Commandos. They're only 1 goal down. The score is 5-4. Scoreboard should be updated shortly. It's under 3 minutes left in this half. Seen 9 goals already. Very high scoring game. And we do see the Commandos just changing things up slightly. There looks like they're almost moving to a 2-2. Risky pass there. Ball with Hawkins out to Debellier. Takes the shot. Deflected down, bounces off the back of Valda's boat, and the Hippos do have the ball on the sideline. Fasse just feeding the ball into Debellier. Debellier gets it to Timar. Shot is blocked out for a corner. 2 minutes left in this half. Fasse just feeding the ball into Timar. Timar gives it to Hawkins. Hawkins shoots. Puts it in the back of the net, but there was a foul.
Was
so
a goalie
Commandos immediately racing down the other end. The long shot there from Coopers, and it's in. Excellent counter-attack there from the Commandos. And number 8, Mario Coopers, with the halfway shot. Very fast counter-attack there, and they have made the Hippos pay. It is now 5 goals each.
Oh.
90 seconds left in this half. Hawkins just racing down that left-hand side. Sends the ball to the other side to Abu. Risky dribble there from Abu. Nearly pounced on by Coopers. Does give away the foul though, so Pillars is going to try and get a shot off.
And it's a corner.
And it's out for a corner. Ooh, sending it into Timmer. Over to that left-hand side to Hawkins, but the shot is blocked again. Great work here from the Commandos' defence. Timar sends it over to that left-hand side again to Hawkins. Hawkins back to DeBellier. DeBellier to Abu. Ivan over to Hawkins, so Hippo's just moving the ball around the outside. Commandos having a nice tight defence here. 30 seconds left in this half, so Hippo's just working the ball with a little bit more urgency now. Oh, and the shot from Hawkins. Excellent goal there from the Kiwi, number 3 for the Hippos. So 20 seconds left. Commandos just looking to try and equal things out before the half.
7 seconds.
Oh, the shot is blocked. And that is it for the half. So Hippos with a 1-goal advantage leading into half-time. Great performances from both teams. Commandos really stepping up, bringing the game to the Hippos here. Alright, a minute left of this halftime break before we get the second half underway. Captain of the Bulls, Anthony Barronson-Vinoy, joining me for the second half.
G'day Jade, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Some frustrating performances from your team.
For sure.
How do you think you've developed over the season though? Have you seen some improvements within the team?
To be honest, no.
No?
No. From how we started with our first trainings, we did really, really well. We've been trying to talk about things and discuss things, but it just doesn't seem to be coming out on the pool. So I'm at a loss. I don't know what else to do. So we say do this, and do that, and neither of those things happen.
So some honest words there from the captain. Hopefully, coming into season 2 with a bit of time to reflect, we'll see some changes from the Bulls. But back to the Hippos and the Commandos for this game. Huang and Matcha chasing for that charge start, and again Matcha with the win. So excellent starts there from the number 2.
Little speed demon Matcha.
Commandos only 1 goal down, very much in this game.
Commanders have developed quite nicely as a team.
Yeah, they've seen some drastic improvements since their first game, where they were at the receiving end of a very dominating performance from their opposition. A very large loss. But some strong games since then. Good development as a team. Haven't been afraid to change things up as well, switching between that 2-2 and the 1-3-1 in defence when they need to show a bit more aggression out on their opposition. Mikos Kiss with the ball now, sends it back out. Matcha driving down that right hand side, takes the shot, it is blocked though, so great work there from the keeper, and the Commandos will have a corner.
Just didn't quite get his speed up on Matcha. He's a bit too shallow, so I think he needs to be a few more boat lengths behind.
Val's just driving down that centre. Great work there from Debellier to intercept that pass from Coupes, but Commando still with the ball. And you've seen Matcha on that right hand side again. Ball to the other side, but a wayward pass. Coupes can't control it, so Hippos do have the turnover.
What a waste. Those sorts of passes are really frustrating.
Val's doing what he can to slow Debellier down to just allow his team time to get back into defence. Hawkins with the shot. Just on that bottom side, but took a deflection out for a corner.
Nice boxing there by number 2, captain.
Oh, very unlucky there from the shot. Bouncing off
3 bars.
3 bars there.
Well worked. Box just comes in.
Seeing that replay now. Oh, it's only off the top bar. It did take 2 deflections off the keeper's paddle, so excellent work there from the goalkeeper. Ball with Coupes again. Now with Val's. It's been so influential for the Commandos in setting up that play. The key passes into the area to get those goals to Coupes and the other members of his team. Give the ball to the left to Coupes. Just covering round. A cheeky little pass behind the body into Coupes. Coupes trying to feed the ball in, but the Hippos did see that coming and have sent Lucas Pillars on a fast break. He does have an open goal in front of him. We'll see if he can get caught, but he does have a lot of time and puts the ball in the back of the net. So excellent play there from the Hippos to get that fast break. Great work from Hawkins with the key long pass.
Those sorts of goals are kicks in the guts, really.
Yeah, so Commandos will be a little frustrated with that. They had some nice play and attack, but were made to pay from just not having that covering play. And again, Matcha with a little sloppy inside pass there that the Hippos pounce on. And again, looks like we have another fast break on our hands. Pillars with the pass.
And Matcha chases it down.
So great work there from the number 2 for Commandos. Losing the ball down the other end and sprinting back to win it again.
Smart play there by Commandos. There's possible obstruction, but Marcher let him pick the ball up and play it so that it wasn't obstruction. Oh, another turnover there.
Great work there.
Sloppy play. Goes from one team to the next.
All right, Commandos with the ball again. Val's just racing down the centre, waiting for it to be clear. So both teams with quite a few mistakes here. I think.
Turnover again.
And
Nice
another
block by
turnover.
Cole. And here we go.
Debellier's racing down. The ball is quite to his side, so he will have to turn around and slow down. Sends it over the other side.
Oh, lovely shot.
Excellent goal there for number 1, Miklos Timar for the Hippos. The Hungarian just getting some space, putting that
Low
ball
angle
in.
release.
So, just coming up to the halfway mark of this second half. Hippos have got a 3-goal lead now. They'll be quite comfortable with that, but we have seen a very high-scoring game so far, so there is a chance for the Commandos to get back into it. Great save there from the Hippos.
And over his deck. That's the call. Foul.
So number 1 for the Commandos, Miklos Kiss, giving it everything but giving away the foul. And the Hippos have called their timeout for the half. Remembering both teams get 1 time for each half. Hippos just taking this time to settle. Both teams have seen a number of wayward passes and quite a few mistakes in the last couple of minutes, so I think both teams will be discussing that in this timeout, making sure that the passes are going to hands nice and accurately.
Still, after all this time, teams are struggling to call it or not wanting to call it. We've been encouraged to call it. I know that Sammy Harpiter and his team prefer not to call them. He just likes to carry on, but can be a useful tool.
It is a new thing that was introduced into the ICF rules at the start of this year, and CPSL has been utilising it with their broadcast. It is good to see that the rules are giving some framework for broadcasting for live events.
It's an ICF rule as well.
It is as of the start of this year.
Okay.
But for those polo players that have been playing for many years, it is a new rule, and we have seen in the past it does take quite a while for new rules to really be accepted by all the players and fully utilised. So a few teams making the most of their timeouts here, and a few just happy to play polo as they've known it over the years.
Wasn't aware it was an ICF rule as well. I thought it was just a CPS rule.
No, we had a few rule changes at the start of this year, and they did bring in some framework for championships that are advertised, including the use of a timeout. However, I'm pretty sure the ICF rule is only 1 per team for the game, not each half.
Okay.
So a few modifications here from the CPSL just to make things more exciting for the viewers.
Yeah.
Mark Huang feeding that ball into Debellier, but the shot is blocked. Ball's going well under the goal anyway, so.
Here we go. Put some pressure on. We need that ball back to Commandos. We've got 5 out.
So yes, Commandos going for that full press.
Really. There's a foul there.
So unfortunate there.
Possible illegal tackle or something like that. Illegal jostle.
The Commandos working hard. They're still pressing, but they do have a player in goals.
Going 5
So
out.
now they've gone 5 out again. So really wanting to win this ball back. There is a bit of a fast break on the other side though.
Oh, lovely pass.
And it does drop to Mark Huang. Lovely chest pass into an open goal. So that is the threat that you have when you do play 5 out. That you do leave your goal open. Excellent work there from Mark Huang, number 7 for the Hippos, to just lose his player and get that space.
The pass was good too. It was a back flick pass.
Yeah, excellent pass there. Commando's down the other end now, trying to create some space. Got Edlart driving in, but his shot is blocked out.
Predictable shot, Ed. Keep moving some pedals, but in the heat of the moment, I suppose, a couple goals down, it's hard to.
Yeah, so there is a 4-goal difference now with only 3 minutes left in this game. Matcha and Val's just feeding the ball to each other a bit, trying to find some space.
Hippo's not in a hurry. They'll defend away, wait for some mistakes. The defence has been quite good.
And there has been an illegal boat tackle on the goalkeeper, so we have a turnover there with Hippos getting the ball. Cole Hawkins just taking a quick dribble before he's pressured. Cheeky little pass off to Abu.
There's pressure out, the goalie in, so there's numbers are still against them. It's 3 on 2, 1 goalie. Here we go, now we're going to go 5 out.
So again, they're looking for that press, apply that pressure. Sends the ball to that anchor roll to Abu. Mark Huang again looking for that race. Cole Hawkins does have some space there. He does have his eye on goal, but sends it back the other way. Lucas Pillar's nearly losing that ball there, but holds on to it. He has got some space now. He is shut down by Vals.
Great switch from players there.
Trying to feed that pass in, but
Foul.
There was an earlier foul. They were trying to play advantage, but there was none, so the Hippos will get the ball back. Ball with Pillars at the moment. Sends it all the way to the other side.
My person to go there.
Finding Hawkins. Oh, just tries for the cheeky little lob, but doesn't quite pull it off. Captain for the Commandos, Miklos, to getting caught in no man's land there, just halfway between the player and the goal. It's not where you want to be when you're in a full press, but now he's down the other end with the ball. Sloppy pass there is caught by Dubelier, but
foul.
Hippos with the ball now.
Illegal holding.
So Murray Cooper's just trying to flick the ball out of Dubelier's hand, but referee believes he wasn't clean with it. Great work there from Pillars to win that ball.
Semi-lucky. Come on.
Ball's with Huang.
1 minute left.
Again, Commandos putting a lot of pressure on, trying to get this ball.
Fighting to the end they are.
Lovely pass there. A little bit of a fake from Pillars. Looking to hold on to the ball now. Sends it over to Abu. Again, giving him a little bit too much space.
Foul. Pedal fell came down.
So referee's just instructing where the foul is to be taken from.
They're trying to get in front of goal, but it wasn't really in front of goal. It was right on the baseline.
He's trying to get in the shooting opportunity, but
Yeah,
that's not where the foul was.
As we all do, we try and milk it.
Yeah. Cole is trying to work his way around Coopers. Sends the ball back into his own half that Dubelier gets onto it, sends it down the other end. Is Pillars by himself, being pressured by Vals.
And Cole might get there.
Oh, and Cole's in front, picks the ball up nicely and puts it in. So
Nice
great goal
by
there.
Cole there. He's pedaling forward, eliminated pressure from Mario there. Yeah.
1 second left, so Commando's just looking for that long shot. And that is the game. So Hippos with a strong performance there in that second half to blow the lead out, and they do win 10 goals to 5. So Commandos not having the best season. They will look to develop on that and improve in Season 2. They will have the introduction of a few new players as the players do switch for the season. So we'll see what they bring into Season 2. But the Hippos, very strong performances in this first season.
Indeed.
A lot of their key players, Ivan de Bellier, Lucas Pillars, Cole Hawkins coming back for Season 2 as well. So they will definitely be looking to keep this momentum into the second season.
Indeed. Thanks for having me, Jade.
That's all right. Thank you very much, Cuppy.
Need to warm up.
Best of luck with your game.
Indeed.
And we get this second game underway between the Wolves and the Blue Helmets. So both teams coming up against each other yesterday. The Blue Helmets having a very strong performance and getting the win. They were bottom of the table at that time. And then following that performance, they backed it back up and they're now sitting in fourth place. Wolves near the top of the table. So we'll see how this game comes together. See number 9 for the Blue Helmets there, Ivan Hoyofuentes, had some excellent performances yesterday with some incredibly strong goals. Paul Suko for the Wolves, not the best of game against the Blue Helmets yesterday, because a couple of mistakes that the Blue Helmets punished them for. Number 5, Lucas Kadaba there. He does love playing on the inside in attack. We'll see if he can get that position in the Wolves' defence today and get some goals. Both teams just lining up here for the introductions. Introducing the Blue Helmets, number 1 from France, David Blayo. Number 2 from Namibia, Michael Christian Jacobi. Number 3 from France, Valentin Gori. Number 5 from Lithuania, Lukas Kudaba. Number 6 from Germany, Patrick Lawrence. Number 7 from Singapore, Li Xingfu. Number 9 from Spain, Ivan Hoyofuentes. And the captain of the Blue Helmets, number 12 from Finland, Jerry Mansner. Introducing the Wolves now, number 1 from Poland, Cezary Salomonik. Captain of the Wolves, number 3 from Switzerland, Dario Stern. Number 5 from Germany, Paul Suko. Number 7 from Lithuania, Andreas Kmieliauskas. Number 10 from Chinese Taipei, Chao Zhu Sing. And number 11 from Switzerland, Andreas Hug. Goalkeeper for the Jealous Wolves, number 12 from Great Britain, David McBay. Our referees for today's middle game, Evan Kong and Chen Shenghua from Singapore and Chinese Taipei. Both teams going to their warm-up before the game. So we do have some stats lining up between these two teams. So the Wolves have scored 32 goals this season so far from 87 shots, boasting a shot conversion rate of 37%. The Blue Helmets, on the other hand, 24 goals from 106 shots, 23% shot conversion rate. So they are shooting more, but just not finding the back of the net. The Wolves do lead out of all the teams with their conversion rate, just being a bit more ruthless in attack, biding their time, making sure that all of their shots are the correct ones and finding their way in for a goal. Great to see so many sponsors getting behind this year's CPSL. The sport's only getting bigger in Asia, so it's great to see so many companies coming on board. It's great to see some spectators in the stands as well. And joining me for this first half, number 9 for the Commandos, Ed Lart. Ed, bit of a disappointing second half there. You were in it, only a goal down at half time. Just unlucky to not get the result in the end.
Yeah, I think we just didn't switch on in that second half. Really needed maybe to press earlier and just not make them mistakes inside the zone that led to them awful breaks. But I think it was an okay match for most of us. So
some strong performances there.
A bad result, but I think we can improve on it, really.
Yeah, have seen a lot of improvement in that Commandos team since the start of the season, so you'll all be very happy with that. We'll put you in a good footing for the second season, but just unfortunate that you can't get a few more points on the board in this first season.
Yeah, but I think we can improve next season, so looking forward to it, really.
Yeah. And a goal against your name today. That's 2, 1 yesterday, 1 today. Should be happy with the end of the season there.
Yeah, getting into the swing of it, really.
So both teams just with their chance to pump themselves up before the game. They will line up and have their charge start to get this game underway. Alright, it looks like number 3 for the Blue Helmets, Valentin Gori, is going to be charging for their team down the other end. The captain, Dario Stern, number 3. And Dario has given away the foul, so Blue Helmets starting with the ball.
Blue Helmets really getting into this competition now with 2 wins for the past 2 games. Paddy coming in.
Lovely shot there, but it is deflected.
Yeah, maybe a bit too eager to shoot there.
Blue Helmets did show some great aggression and speed in their attack yesterday, and it was one of the factors that made them get their 2 wins. And it was a big change from what we saw in that first weekend, so
yeah,
they're looking to continue that into this game.
All week they've really been using the training well, really been training together, really chatting about what mistakes they've been making.
Oh, and we have a turnover here.
Wolves on a nice break here.
Great
The
work
goal's
from the
open.
Blue. Oh, and great work from Tu Sing to put that in the back of the open net. So unfortunate there for the Blue Helmets, just conceding an early goal. Again, Lawrence on that right hand side. Wolves doing well to shut him down early. He does have a very strong shot on him. Ivan here with the ball.
A really nice goal by number 3.
Valentin Gori from France. Excellent goal there on that left hand side. Just getting that space and putting it over the top of Cesari's paddle and past the keeper. So Wolves with the ball now. Dario Stern down that right hand side. Shot is off the bar. Unlucky there from the Swiss captain. Great screen there from Cesari, but unfortunate. So Blue Helmets with the ball now. Captain number 12, Mansner, just taking a dribble up the field. Over with Blayo. Up to Gori. Back to Blayo. Just driving down the centre to draw the defenders. Gives Gori some space. And just into the side netting. So it is an end ball for the Wolves. And unlucky there from number 1, Scissory. Just putting it under there. Nice fast play from the Wolves in that attack though. So Blue Helmets just bringing the ball down. Kudaba and Lawrence on that right hand side. Lawrence has found some space. Oh, and the shot deflected under. Great work there from the Wolves defence. So again, Lawrence on that right hand side. And he gets the goal. Excellent work there from the number 6 from Germany. So the Blue Helmets in the lead now, 2-1. 3 minutes into this first half. Stern driving down the centre, over to Hoog. Great partnership with those two from Switzerland.
Very nice
excellent save there from MC Jacoby. And another one from the close-in shot from Andreas Kamiliauskas. Andreas taking the corner now. Tries the inside play but just loses the ball. Blue Helmets might look to punish them on this with a fast break. Wolves covering back quickly though. Ball with
Number
Ivan.
5 open.
Sends the ball over to Lucas Kudaba. And his
under the bar.
shot is just deflected over. Great work there from the captain getting back into goals for the Wolves. So Lawrence back to Ivan. And his shot deflected off Dario Stern's paddle. Falls kindly for the Blue Helmets though. They're still with the ball. Currently with Fu. Back to Lawrence. Over to Hoya Fuentes. Another strong shot, but this one bouncing off the bar. Wolves with the ball now. Stern with the long pass.
Easily picked out by Patrick.
Great work there from Patrick Lawrence to intercept. There has been an obstruction though, so the Wolves do get the ball. So Hoog on that left-hand side, sends it across to Suko.
Hopefully a ball inside, but played back out.
Back over to Hoog. Into the centre to Stern. So again we see the Swiss duo and the German on the outside dictating the play. Makes its way inside to Su Sing. He's looking for that shot, but it is
And off the bar.
off the bar and out. So Blue Helmets with the ball. Ball with Gori. Over to Hoya Fuentes. Lovely screen there from Blayo, but breaks down, so Hoya Fuentes sends it over to Lawrence. And his shot is deflected out. So Ivan with a dribble there. He will feed it into Kudaba. Oh, excellent shot there, but great block from David McBay, the keeper for the Wolves. And there has been a foul given to Hoya Fuentes. Right in front of his goal. It's one of his favourite spots to shoot from,
let's
just
see
on that
what he
left-hand
can do
side.
here.
Four
Very nice
paddles,
shot.
but not enough to stop Ivan. So Blue Helmets get their third goal of the first half. Great goal there from Ivan Hoya Fuentes.
Yeah, very quick release on that shot, making it very hard to save.
So 2-goal advantage. Great to see the development of this blue team over the season. 3 losses on the first weekend, and now they've had 2 wins and they're 2 goals up in their third game. Zuko with the shot, and off that bottom bar and out for a end line for the Blue Helmets. Just a brief timeout from the referees, just clarifying. I think there was 2 balls on the field. And he has won the free. Shooting option, but it is deflected out from the Wolves defence. Ivan sending it over again to Lawrence. Lawrence sending it back again, but Ivan's just choosing to slow the ball down. Take the full 60 seconds of the shot clock. Lawrence to Munster back to Lawrence. Lawrence looking for a bit of a drive down the centre. Zuko's out to meet him. Sends it over to Hoya Fuentes. Takes it around to Dory. Switches it over to Lawrence again. Lawrence gets the shot off. Deflected over for a corner. Again, Lawrence trying to create that space for the shot. This one going over.
Really, the Blues can just sit out here and just play the ball nicely.
So it does look like those Blues are pressing.
The Wolves are pressing.
So a little bit of confusion there from the referees. They did signal for a side, for an end line, but now the Blues do have possession. Oh, an excellent shot there from Hoya Fuentes. Just over to the side. So Wolves getting to spend a little bit of time in attack. We've only got 2 minutes left of this first half. You see Cesare driving down that right-hand side, sends it back to Suko. Suko sends it to the left-hand side to Hoog. Looking to feed it inside to Suko. And he
a
gets
really
the shot
nice
off.
goal.
Excellent goal there from Paul Suko, number 5 for the Wolves from Germany. Munster out to Fu. Dory gives it to Hoyo Fuentes. And
And a nice
excellent
reply to the goal that's just been scored.
so great goal there to get them back into that 2-goal lead. Wolves defence just not having time to reset, but they are straight down the other end.
Maybe just looking for the foul there, really.
Yeah, they didn't really have anything else going into that attacking zone, so we're trying to win that foul now with Stern.
Oh, and a very nice play. A very good goal by Dario Stern.
There's game opening up towards the end of this first half. Some very fast goals from both teams. Blue Helmets still in that lead with that 1-goal advantage. Looking very settled in this first half. .45 seconds left. Wolves have given away a foul in the attacking area, so Blue Helmets will get the shot. Ball is with Lawrence. Oh, and the shot deflected out for a corner. Great work from the Wolves there to get a deflection on that. So Ivan with a dribble from the corner.
Nice ball.
Feeds it back to Fu. Fu gives it to Blayo. 30 seconds left in this half.
Yeah, one opportunity really needed now.
So Blayo sending it to the left-hand side. Hoyo Fuentes switching it across to Lawrence. Lawrence back over to Ivan. 10 seconds left.
Takes
So
himself down the middle. Looking for the ball inside.
He feeds it into Hoyo Fuentes. He gets the shot off, but it is blocked.
And that's it, the end of the first half.
So the Blue Helmets leading the Wolves for the second time in a row. This one by 1 goal. Second half coming up. We'll see what both teams have in store for the final 10 minutes of their play for Season 1.
Yeah. The Blue Helmets really in control of this game.
All right, thanks Ed for providing some of that valuable insights in that first half, and joining me for the second half, the captains of the Commandos, Miklos Kiss. Miklos, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you very much, and welcome to the every who watch the matches, everybody.
Yes, we've got quite a few viewers from all around the world. So hello to everyone from every country. Please let us know where you are watching from in the comments on YouTube or Facebook. But we've got 1 minute left before this second half gets underway. Miklos, I want to ask you a few questions about your Commandos. How do you feel that the team has developed over this first season?
I think the first season was really good, especially the first 3 games, except the first one. But the second one was really good win. Special thanks for number 4 and number 8, Alejandro and Mario, because they help for us a lot about the tactics, about the defense tactics, and I think the team is getting better and better works. Yeah, the second part of the first season, there were really close games, a lot, and it was really hard. But go back to the match.
All right, so Ivan just copping a bit of a tackle there on that charge start, just into the PFD. That's why we do have padded PFDs for this sport. Does look like there is a green card being given to the Wolves player for that charge start. So Blue Helmets will start with the ball.
Yeah, take a pass from Valentin.
Again, we see Lawrence driving down that right-hand side. And excellent goal there to the German, number 6, Patrick Lawrence for the Blue Helmets.
Who has an unbelievable good left hand.
Oh, just such a strong shot. It just grips that ball, swings it underneath that defender's paddle into that opposite side of the netting of the goal. Wolves down the other end looking to counter. Paul Suko with the shot, but being blocked down. And Blue Helmets with a bit of a counter-attack here.
Take a fast break.
Patrick Lawrence is going to go for that long shot, and it is just over, so a little bit too much on that shot there. It was over the bar by about 30-40 centimetres.
And the difference is a 2 goal again.
So Blue Helmets with that 2-goal lead. Darius Stern just driving down the centre, drawing that top player. Does win the foul, but they play on. Ball's with Su Sing in the centre. He's trying to get his shot off, and it does go in. So great work there.
Incredible goal, yeah.
From number 10, Su Sing from Chinese Taipei.
And it's again a really close game. The difference is just 1 goal.
Yeah, so both teams still in this game. Sends the ball over to Blayo, but just over his head, and it is a turnover. So Paul Suko with the ball for the Wolves now. Kamiliauskas over to McBay. McBay gives it back to Suko. Suko with the long shot, but it is wide. Interesting choice there to go for the long shot. Blue Helmets were pressing out, so the goal was open, but 1 goal down, you might think the Wolves would take the full 60 seconds of that shot clock and work the ball up as a team, and they do have some very strong shooters, so they don't need to rush things. Hoya Fuentes to Gori. Gori to Lawrence. Lawrence in his favourite spot, but sends it back to the other side to Hoya Fuentes. Looking for that shot option. Feeds it inside. Loose ball, but it falls for the Blue Helmets. Gori wins it back.
And looking for inside.
Kudaba with the shot, but it's blocked. So the Blue Helmets with the corner. So Hoya Fuentes on that right-hand side. Oh, great save there from the goalkeeper.
That was a really good shoot.
Yeah, great work there on that left-hand side from Blayo and Hoya Fuentes, just creating the screen and allowing Ivan to just dribble the ball in from the corner. Patrick Lawrence with the sideline ball. Wolves just tightening up their defence, not giving the Blue Helmets as much space. Oh, and the shot is blocked down. Hoog's being pressured with the ball, and it is out for a corner. So great work there from the Blue Helmets to apply some pressure to Andreas Hoog and force the turnover. So Lawrence again on that right-hand side. Feeds the ball inside to Kudaba. But the shot deflected. Goalkeeper for the Wolves very happy with that block. He's getting very vocal, encouraging his team.
They made a really good job about defense.
So Hoya Fuentes sends it over to Lawrence again, really targeting that right-hand side. Back out to Gori. Back to Lawrence. Blue Helmets just feeding around the outside, allowing their inside players to set the screen. Now over to Lawrence again. Early shot off the bar and falls to the Wolves. So Andreas just feeding the ball through to Zusing with Stern. Open goal, but off the top bar. Stern and Hoya Fuentes fighting for it, but great work from Ivan to win the ball. And the Blue Helmets back into control again. Great work from Lawrence to find the space on the inside. Shot is blocked down. Falls for the Blue Helmets though. They still have the ball. Ivan on that left-hand side. Lawrence in that top role now. He will drive it, Suko. Gives the ball to Ivan. Got some space. Gets the shot off. Oh, very unlucky there from Hoya Fuentes. Just off that bar. Does bounce to Susing. Keeps it in play.
There is a fast break.
Bit of a fast break here from Stern. Great work there from Gori. Andreas Hoog does get the ball and sends it to Stern, who puts it into the open goal.
It scores. The score is 5-5. It's really, really tight game.
So Wolves have evened it up here. Scores a level. So we are passing that halfway mark of this second half.
They don't rush.
Both teams still looking settled, not wanting to press too much yet. Oh, great shot, but
And great save.
another great save from the Wolves. So we see Fu and Jacoby on the inside. Trying to create some space. Gori's down that left-hand side. Feeds it inside to Jacoby, who gets it through to Fu. Oh, and Fu's shot is blocked. Another excellent save from David McBay. Now with Lawrence again. He's got some space, and it's in. Another strong goal from number 6, Patrick Lawrence. Just getting the better of Andreas Hoog, just pushing him out of the way. Not a lot David McBay could do about that shot. So Ivan just pressuring Paul Suko here. So Blue Helmets starting to press. Just starting to put the pressure out onto those Wolves.
That was a missed shot.
Yeah, a bit of a reckless shot there from Dario Stern, just slipping out of his hand. was well covered from the Blue Helmets defence as well, so he really didn't need to do that. He's just given the ball away. Blue Helmets up by 1 again. So Hoya Fuentes with the shot, blocked out by the defence.
Number 10, Ching.
Nice work from the number 10, Su Sing. Now with Blayo. Blayo sends it to Lawrence again. Lawrence is just urging him to come a little bit further out from that corner. He's charging down now, Blayo. Puts it back to Lawrence. Over to Ivan. He's shut down quickly though. He does fit it inside to MC. Shot is blocked.
Again.
But Lawrence with some good cover there, being pressured by Hug. Great work there from the German to just turn on him. Wolves now looking to press out a little bit. Trying to intercept some of these lobbed passes. So Blair sends it to Hoya Fuentes with the long shot. Oh, falls kindly for Fu. He's only got 2 paddles to get through, but just over. And the Wolves have called a timeout. So both teams will have a minute to talk. There is only 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game. Blue Helmets up by 1.
I think both teams needs to speak a lot, especially the defense and the offense. Maybe they have time to think how can find another goals and how can take a fast break if the defense is working well. Yeah, I think the Blue Helmet made a really good training and practicing in these weeks because they have 2 wins, and we will see what will happen in this match. But especially his offense is much better than the last weeks what we saw.
Yeah, strong improvement from the Blue Helmets over this week. They are leading 1 goal up at the moment. Though the Wolves we saw yesterday did score their winning goal in the last 7 seconds of the game, so we believe this game will come down to the wire as well.
Unfortunately, I remember this goal.
Yes, it was against your team, wasn't it, Miklos? So Stern in that top role, just dictating the play. We see him and Andreas. Sends the ball over to Suko, but just behind him, so he has to turn around and collect it. Over to Hug, who's shut down quickly by Hoya Fuentes. Over the other side. And Paul's shot blocked by Jacoby in goal. So great work there from the Blue Helmets goalkeeper. So Suko with the ball, gives it to Stern. And his pass to McVeigh just a little loose there, and Kudaba pounces on it. He is looking, Ivan Hoya Fuentes has raced down the other end trying to look for that fast break, but it's not on. He's now playing in that anchoring role, just holding the ball, waiting for his teammates to join him. A nice screen round from Patrick Lawrence, feeds the ball into Gori, who gives it to Hoya Fuentes. Oh, the shot is off the bar. Really unfortunate there for the open goal. And great work from Patrick Lawrence to try and win the ball back.
And Cesare Salamoni take a pass.
So there's a one-on-one here. Oh,
that's the over bar. And the Bulls take and call a timeout. Sorry, the Blue Helmets. Yeah.
So we do also have a green card here. David McVeigh, number 12 for the Wolves, just having some words with the referees. Not happy with the decision there, but the Blue Helmets do have the ball. 52 seconds left on this clock. Gory racing down, trying to get it. Oh, an excellent block there from David Blayo. So balls with Hoya Fuentes, 30 seconds left. Blue Helmets just needing to hold on to this ball, 20 seconds left. Now with Blayo. Now with Lawrence. Wolves really having to press out, try and win this ball back, 10 seconds left. Ball is right under their own goal though, so... Oh, and we do have a boat tackle here, so Andreas Kamiliauskas just tackling Ivan Hoya Fuentes in the side there, and the Blue Helmets have they're looking to call a timeout.
And that is a yellow card.
And that is a yellow card to the number 7 for the Wolves. There is only 4 seconds left. Blue Helmets up by 1, so they just have to hold on to this ball. So Hoya Fuentes just with the long ball. And that is it. So that is the game, and the Blue Helmets get their 3rd win in a row. 2 wins in a row against the Wolves in 2 days. So excellent performance there from the Blue Helmets.
Unbelievable, good job.
Yeah, just really strong in defense, really strong in attack. Wolves had a great game, but were just unable to get the result. So incredible work there from the Blue Helmets, losing their first 3 games on the first weekend and putting in some really hard work in training over the week and getting 3 strong results.
Yeah, and I think Jerry Mansner made a very good job with these teams.
Yeah, so credit goes to the captain, number 12, but also to the rest of the team. Some really strong performances from Hoya Fuentes and Lawrence. Some excellent goals, but great work to the entire team. It is a team sport, and everyone has to put in 100% to get these results.
Exactly.
So Miklos, the Commandos have got a little bit of work to do for Season 2, but how do you see them faring in a couple of weeks when the play resumes?
I think there will be 2 really good players who is coming. Mathieu Lalliot from France and Anton Holmes, who was from Australia, who was last year our captain. And I think they will get a really good job, and I'm really waiting good results for these teams.
Yes, so best of luck to the Commandos for Season 2, and we will see how the Wolves and the Blue Helmets fare as well.
Yes.
Excellent performance there from both teams, and we will be joining you for the final game of Season 1 between the Jinjoa Bulls and the Leader Tigers up next very shortly. Alright, and we have our third and final game for today, and the final game for Season 1 of the CPSL 2019. This game between the Leader Tigers and the Jinjoa Bulls. We heard from both captains, Sammy Hapeta and Anthony Barronson-Vinoy, earlier today, giving some commentary for that first game. Bit of insight into both the teams. Anthony, not quite happy with how the Bulls have performed this season. Bit of frustration, bit of miscommunication in the team, but they'll be looking to put that aside and get a result in their final game, still chasing their first win. Leader Tigers with some strong performances. Vladislav Skomorokov, leading goal scorer of the competition, number 2 for the Tigers. Number 1, Adam Hoffmeyer, leading goalkeeper. Some very strong players on both teams. Alright, both teams lining up for their introductions now. And for the Jinjoa Bulls, number 1 from Singapore, Po Yu-Juan. Number 3 from Germany, Oli Sibeki. Number 4 from the Netherlands, Chivo Hergele. Number 6 from Northern Ireland, Zeke Wilson. Number 8 from Russia, Vladimir Satarov. Number 9 from Hungary, Geza Zuks. And the captain of the Jinjoa Bulls, number 10 from New Zealand, Anthony Barronson-Vinoy. Introducing the Leader Tigers now, number 1 from Australia, Adam Hoffmeyer. Number 2 from Russia, Vladislav Skomorokov. Number 3 from Chinese Taipei, Wei Chen Cao. Number 5 from Belgium, Sander van Kaambehir. Number 6 from Namibia, Johan Peter Visser. And the captain of the Leader Tigers, number 7 from New Zealand, Sammy Hapeta. And number 11 from Germany, Tim Reke. Our referees for the final match of the season, Alan Winter from Wales and Evan Kong from Singapore. So both these teams looking to finish the season on a high. The Tigers are the leading goal scoring team for the season with 34 goals from 117 shots. That is a 29% conversion rate though, so they are looking to make the most of the opportunities they get. The Bulls not scoring as many, but they are the cleanest team in the competition, only recording 15 fouls throughout the 5 games so far. And joining me in the commentary for the first half of this game, number 5 from the Blue Helmets, Lucas Kudava. Lucas, what an excellent way to finish the season.
Thank you. We managed to bounce back from the first weekend. Instead of going 0-3 again, we went 3-0. It's much better.
So 3 wins to finish off the season and consolidate that 4th place.
Yeah. We just tried to make it better for the second season, to make it easier to get into playoffs. So we worked hard, and it worked.
Yeah, so excellent performance there. Really great work from the Blue Helmets, developing over that week of training and then having some strong performances this second weekend. So the Bulls, only team without a win so far. Do you think that they can change that in this final game?
I'm really surprised that they haven't gotten any wins so far, because they don't, on paper, they don't look like a weak team. They've got all they need. It's just they didn't get their fair share of luck. So hopefully they'll manage it this time.
So yeah, we did hear some very honest words from Anthony, their captain, in that first game, just saying that the players just struggling to work together at some times, and a few of their players, very strong players, just their form sliding up and down. So we'll see whether everyone can give 100% and get a result out of this final game. The Tigers, on the other hand, they've shown their dominance. They've been a very aggressive team the whole season, playing 2-2 in defence for pretty much the entire duration of their games so far, just letting the other teams know that they're more than happy to come out and attack at any point during the game. Another impressive stat for the Tigers as well, they have received a number of yellow cards throughout the season so far, and every time they have gone down to 4 players, they have performed and scored goals and reduced goal deficits. So every time they've dropped down, after 2 minutes, they've been in a better spot than they were before, so that is a very impressive stat for the Tigers. Both teams just pumping themselves up before the game starts. Some final words there from Sami Apeta to the Tigers, just to make sure that everyone's on the same page about their plan for this game. Looks like we'll see number 4 for the Bulls, Stivo Högele, going to be making the charge start. Down the other end, looks like Vladislav, leading goal scorer, will be taking the charge start as well. And away we go for this final game of the season. And great work there from the Russian number 2 to win the ball. So Tigers going to start an attack. Hoffmeyer just bringing the ball up the field. He had an excellent day yesterday, scoring a number of goals and some fantastic saves as well. We'll see if his form can continue today. So Vlad just trying to feed the ball into Rike. Not open, so sends it back out. So now with Hoffmeyer again. Gets the shot off, but just wide. There was a foul in the lead-up play though, so they will get another shooting opportunity.
Surprisingly, for the Lida Tigers, Sami Apeta hasn't started the game, and he's a sub, which is odd, because usually he's the man inside, the muscle.
Yeah, so we've seen throughout the tournament that Sami and Tim Rike have been those players to start and play inside. Bulls here winning that loose ball. Baronson Vinoy just coming up with the shot.
That is a corner.
That is a corner. Anthony's not quite happy with that, but it has been corrected. So it was deemed that there was a foul on the captain while he was taking that shot, and he will get the penalty. Just reminding viewers around the world that CPSL is using a slightly different penalty than the ICF rules. So we're using a hockey-style penalty from halfway. The player will have 10 seconds to dribble towards goal and get their shot off. The goalkeeper has to remain on the goal line. So excellent save there from Hoffmeyer. Unlucky from the captain of the Bulls to not be able to get the first goal of this game. A great block there from Sammy Peter, who has made his way from the substitution line onto the field. So the Tigers with their, arguably their strongest defence, with Sammy and Tim as those back two, and then Van Kambu here and Vizar up top. Happy to sit back, not chasing two just yet, but we do have a bit of a fast break now. Hoffmeyer sending the ball long to Van Kambu here. Great paddle flick to put the ball in front of him. Feeds it through to Rike, who just manages to get it, but was collecting it with his paddle and it was knocked out. Peta with the shot and the goal. Excellent goal there from the captain of the Leader Tigers. 2 minutes into this first half and we have our first goal. The Leader Tigers leading the Bulls 1-0. So Subeki feeding it into Wilson. Wilson tries to feed it through to his captain. It was intercepted but deemed that there was a foul in there, so they will come back to the shooting opportunity. Wilson just sending it back out. Now it comes back to him. Trying to get through two paddles and it is blocked out. Another great block there from Samir Peter.
One reason why the Leader Tigers defense is working is because they've got Sammy and Tim down below, two very hard-working players. So it's very difficult to get inside and then get a shot off. As you can see, Sammy once again blocks a shot. A very smart player.
Yeah, they've both been having a great tournament so far. Recording 29 blocks between the two of them so far this season. But now they are on the counter-attack. So Tim Riquet just bringing the ball up. Being pressured from Zooks, but holding onto it nicely. Now it's with Hapeta. Gives it to Hoffmeyer. Oh, an excellent goal from number one for the Leader Tigers, Adam Hoffmeyer, just driving down that centre and putting it into the top left-hand corner. Great goal. So Tigers just going out to a 2-goal lead now. Bulls will be unhappy that they've conceded two quite fast breaks. Great shot there from number 3, Oli Sebeki, but just going over. So Anthony, captain, just sending the ball through to Zooks. Gets it into Satarov. He's got a couple paddles to beat, but 2 shots blocked. So excellent work there from the Tigers to keep the Bulls from getting their first goal. Wei Chen just being pressured here. Ball's now with Hoffmeyer. The rest of his team has raced down the field. They do know that Hoffmeyer can throw the ball the length of the field, so as soon as he's got the ball in his hands, most of his team does race down the other end, leaving him not with a lot of easy passing options if he does get under a bit of pressure. Now with Skomrokov, feeds the ball into Rike, but there has been a illegal boat tackle against the goalkeeper, so there will be a turnover and the Bulls will get the ball. And a green card to Tim Rike for the leader Tigers. Just not letting the ball travel that metre out of the hand on the restart. So he will pick up that green card. Great work there from Zooks to just win that ball back. Now Sebeki's potentially got a shooting option. But Hepeta does steal the ball off him, and the Tigers are on a fast break. Ball is with Wei Chen. He sends it up to Skomrokov. One-on-one with the keeper. Stivov's working hard. Oh, an excellent work there to pressure him enough to just get a deflection on that shot, and Tigers do win the corner, but great work from the Bulls to cover that fast break. So Peter feeding it into Skomrokov. And there has been a foul, so Bulls will get the ball, and they're racing up the other end. Hergele's with it now. Just got Hofmeyer to beat, and he puts it in. So great work there from Stivo Hergele from the Netherlands, number 4 for the Bulls. Some lovely fakes, and then just pushing it out of the palm of his hand past Hofmeyer's paddle. So score is 2 goals to the Tigers, 1 to the Bulls. Just passing over the halfway mark of this first half. Komarkov racing down that left-hand side. He's stopped quickly by Zooks, but ball ends up at the other side. A shot is taken. And there was a foul on the shot as well from Hofmeyer. Satjarov just having his paddle slightly too close, so they will get another shooting opportunity. Gives it to Wei Chen. Wei Chen sends it to Hepeta. But there has been another foul in there from the Tigers, so there is another turnover. And the Bulls again looking for that fast break. Again Hergele against Hofmeyer, and it's off the top bar. So unfortunate there that the Bulls can't punish the Tigers. Just looking for that little lob, but a little bit too much on it. You can see the frustration on Hergele. Balls with Van Kamba here. Skomrokov on that right-hand side. Stopped by Sebeki. Sends it across the other side, back to Sander. Hofmeyer with the ball again. Back to the Belgium. Looped pass over the other side to Skomrokov. Again, he stopped very promptly by Sebeki, but he does feed the ball in. There is a holding foul there from Wei Chen Sao. A very professional foul there because the Bulls were racing down the other end for another fast break. Gazazuk's just prying the referees to see whether it's worth anything more.
Another foul call.
Another foul there, so Tigers not happy with that. Ollie with the shot, but it is blocked out for a corner. 3 minutes left of this first half.
Högele keeps the ball in play, and a risky pass. It appears to be the Bulls' ball. The Bulls have been struggling to get any good shots against the Toledo Tigers defense, mostly because the middle has been very, very congested. A lot of players defending. Another risky pass.
Yeah, this Tigers defense 2-2 working well when Sammy and Tim are getting those blocks in, but Bulls just need to apply a little bit more width to spread them apart to create that space in for their inside players.
Another risky pass and another turnover by the Bulls.
Some great pressure there from the Bulls on Van Kamber here, but
Another long pass.
does open them up at the other end. Tim Rique's got some space. He's about to get his shot off. Oh, lovely block there from Poe, keeper for the Bulls. Risky
another
pass
turnover.
though. Oh, really unfortunate there. So that pass out from the keeper, just being caught by Skomorokov and just being chest passed in off that sidebar. So Bulls calling their timeout for the first half with just under 2 minutes left. They're going to have a bit of a chat as a team. They've had some good play in there, but they just haven't managed to get that play represented on the scoreboard. Couple of very nice fast breaks that they'll be very happy with, but unfortunately only one of them finding the back of the net. They do have to work a bit harder in their attack though, because they're really just not finding that space inside to really threaten that defense of the Tigers.
The biggest problem for the Bulls on offense is their turnovers, because they seem to have good pacing and sharpness, and then at the very last second they give the ball away, either a sloppy pass or just losing the ball in a plain play. But if they manage to fix that, I believe they could tie the game and maybe even manage their first win.
Yeah, it's only 2 goals difference here, so both teams still in it with another 10 minutes in the second half to go. But I think, yeah, the Bulls really need to watch those passes inside, because they're being intercepted most times and it is resulting in turnovers, which the Tigers are pouncing on, taking the ball down the other end and getting some goals as a result. So Poe in that top roll now. Over to the right-hand side to Högele. Stivo just driving down, sending it across to Sibeki. Ollie's with a drive now as well. Stopped promptly by Vizza. And another risky pass there, just in front of Poe. But great work from the Bulls to get it back. Again, just very risky passing from the Bulls.
Another shot by Ollie.
Strong shot there from Ollie, but just going over.
I think one of the problems the Bulls have at the moment is Ollie has good chances to score, but the sharpness doesn't appear to be there. So even at good chances, he just barely misses it, usually hitting the bar.
So 40 seconds left on this clock. Tigers looking to use the full time, getting a shot off at the last second, not letting the Bulls have any chance at getting one back before the halftime break.
Interestingly, Sammy is playing out instead of playing inside the box.
So now they're looking for the drive. 10 seconds on the clock. Bulls on that left-hand side. Van Kampe here sends it inside, but it's not there. Hoffmeyer racing to get it. Only 2 seconds left. He'll do his traditional long shot, but nothing there, and the referees call the end of the first half.
Number 4 got a green card. Stivo Högele got a
So
green
there
card.
is a green card there for Stivo Högele just on that last tackle as Hoffmeyer was trying to get his shot off. But that is the end of the first half, so thank you very much, Lucas, for joining me, and we'll be back promptly for the second half. Just under a minute to go before we get the second half underway of the final game of Season 1 of the 2019 CPSL. Only one goal the difference here with the leader Tigers with 2 goals. Against the Bulls, 1. Ten minutes left in this game. Bulls still searching for that first win. All right, and joining me in the commentary for this final half is the captain of the JWES Wolves, Dario Stern. Dario, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
It's good. You guys had some great wins in that first weekend, but not the results you wanted in the second weekend, losing 2 games to the Blue Helmets. How do you feel the Wolves have gone for this season?
I was at the first weekend. I was really impressed how good we can play, because in the training we had it was really hard for us against the other teams. We lost a lot of games, and because I think we're individually not as good as the other teams. And then we tried some new techniques and tactics in the offense, and it worked quite well, and we could get 9 points at the first weekend.
Yeah, great weekend for that first weekend. Some really strong performances and some really great team play. I think that's how you got your wins, was you played very well as a team. Some of the other teams you came against, just the stronger players just take it upon themselves to try and win the game for their team, and some great performances. But 2 losses to the Blue Helmets. Blue Helmets looking really strong in this second weekend, so great performances for them, but be looking to develop into that second season and keep your spot near the top of the ladder.
Yeah.
So we've got a score correction on this game. Tigers are on 3 goals, and they are in attack at the moment. So Sammy Peta just coming down that right-hand side. And a lovely goal to the captain, just underneath the paddle of the defender. Not a lot Stivo could do in goals. Making it 4 goals to the Tigers, 1 to the Bulls. So getting an early lead in the second half. 3 goals difference now.
He's also left-handed. It's really hard to defend against left-handers.
We see Sebeki just racing down that centre now. Shut down quickly by the Tigers, so sends the ball back out, and now Skomrakov's just pressing a little bit there. Sebeki sending it back to Hergele. Over to the left-hand side to Zooks. Back to Sebeki. Passes it back to Zooks, but it falls short, so he does have to turn around to collect the ball. No pressure from the Tigers, but it does stop the play. Only a few seconds left on this shot clock, so Bulls will have to get that shot off. Wilson takes it, and it's blocked out for a corner. So Bulls retaining possession of the ball. That was very lucky there, only 1 second left on the clock. Great from the young player from Northern Ireland to get that shot off. Wilson just taking the corner now. It's not being picked up very well by Van Kambi here, so he does get inside. Sebeki stopped by Wei Chen on top. His pass to Hergele just bounces off his boat and falls for Skomrakov, so the Tigers are in possession again. Another loose pass from the Bulls. Hoffmeyer with that long shot to the other side, and Van Kambi here, number 5 for the Tigers with the goal.
A strong pass.
So great pass there from Hoffmeyer, and the Tigers just ruthlessly punishing the Bulls for that sloppy pass down the other end. Score is now 5 goals to 1. Tigers ahead. Stivo just coming down that left-hand side. Well, there has been a boat tackle against the goalkeeper, so Tigers with the ball again. Again, racing down the field early. Peter gives it to Wei Chen. Wei Chen just driving a little bit further forward, but sends it back out. Van Kamber here to Hofmeyer. Hofmeyer driving down the centre. Deflected off the paddle of Berenson Vinoy, so it will be out for a corner. Wei Chen Sao from Chinese Taipei with the ball, taking the corner. So the Bulls pressing 5 out at the moment, and they do win the ball back. Captain of the Bulls just finding that ball. Stivo Högle with a couple of fakes to get Sanders' paddle in the air, sends it over to Poe. Back to Stivo. Tigers have dropped back into defence. Hofmeyer in goals. Long pass to Poe. He has scored a few goals, but puts it into the centre to Anthony, and the pass is intercepted again by the Tigers. So those inside passes from the Bulls, just a lot of mistakes there, and it's showing on the scoreboard. So Wei Chen just anchoring there. Now Van Kamber here's got the fast break. Sorry, it is Skomarikov, and he does put the ball in the back of the net. So great goal there from the Tigers to number 2, Vladislav Skomarikov.
Yeah, scored a lot of goals, I think. He's one of the top scorers
Yes,
in this tournament.
he is the top scorer, and he's retaining that position nicely with a couple more goals in this game.
He's a strong shooter.
And another foul given away by the Bulls. So the Tigers just immediately racing down the field. Wei Chen with the open goal, and he puts it away. So great goal there for number 3, Wei Chen Sao from Chinese Taipei. Tigers racing away with this game. It's now 7-1.
Must be really annoying for them.
So yeah, very frustrating for the Bulls. This was not how they wanted to finish the tournament. The Tigers, however, finishing this season the same way that they started it, with a very convincing scoreline. Still got half of this half to go. Lovely pass out by Hofmeyer.
And another fast break.
And another fast break there. Tim Rico, you can just see him eyeing up that long shot, and he
another goal.
puts it away. Adding insult to injury, just with that lovely long shot into the open net. Bulls did well to cover the forward players, but the Tigers did have the player advantage and made the most of it.
There's really no way to get back in this game, I think. It's really hard for the Bulls. They just need to play safe.
Strong shot there from number 1 for the Bulls, Poe from Singapore. So just over 4 minutes left. A 7-goal difference. Yeah, really don't see the Bulls getting back into this, but they do have 4 minutes of Polo left to play, so they will try to see what they can do to make the most of this game and maybe set up some development to prep the team ready for Season 2.
Also, I think it's important that they don't get more goals, because with the goal difference is also it does also matter for the next season.
An unlucky shot there from the captain, just glancing off the bar. It does fall for the Bulls again though. But it has gone out over the line, so there will be a turnover to the Tigers. Bulls look to be pressing 5 out, with the long pass going down to their forward player, Tim Rike, who will sit on that ball. Passes it through to Hoffmeyer. Back to Rike, who has got the space. Just saw him score a lovely long shot, so...
It doesn't count.
And the goal is disallowed. So the referees judged that he leant on the boat before he got that shot away. So no goal there. But again, great play from the Tigers, just getting a player free on that press. Ball with Zux. Over to Hogele. Into the center with Poe. Poe gets his shot off. And it falls to the Tigers. Nice work there from the Namibian JP Visa to pick that ball up and hold on to it. Win the foul. Hoffmeyer sending it all the way down the other end to Van Bahia. He's looking at that goal. He does have some space and he puts it in.
And another one.
Great goal there from the Belgian. The score is now 9-1. Lovely sportsmanship from the captain of the Bulls, Anthony, there just congratulating Sander on that goal. He knows that the game is lost, but they're going to enjoy the last few minutes that they have of this season. Now Satarov, pass it to Hergele. Going to try and get a bit further forward. Ball with Zux. Skorokov's trying to win it off him, but he holds on to it. Back onto that left-hand side to Hergele. He's being pressured by Rike, but gives it to Satarov. Oh, an excellent shot there from number 3, Vladimir Satarov. Lovely long shot there, just making it past the keeper, just over that bottom bar. Tigers not looking to settle for this scoreline. They're pressing for more goals. Hoffmeyer with the long shot, but just underneath. Bulls again pressing out, so a lot of energy and pressure here from the Bulls, which is good. Oh, and the long shot there from Hergele, just off that top bar and bouncing to the Tigers. Would have been a great goal if it had gone in, but they have lost possession. Nice pass under pressure from Hoffmeyer to Rike. Rike sends Skomrikov. Great work there from Zux to... Oh no, he didn't win the foul, unfortunately. It was the boat tackle. Oh, and we have the goal. So, excellent goal there from the Namibian JP Visa. He'll be very happy with that. That is his first goal of the tournament.
Awesome.
So, that'll be a highlight for his trip over from Africa. Played in the African Champs only a month ago for Namibia against South Africa. I believe South Africa did get the result there, unfortunately, but Namibia will be holding it in 2 years' time. And another turnover there with Tim Rike racing down the field. He does have Pole there, but he has got the ball out to JP, who does put it in for his second goal. So 2 in a row there. Excellent, excellent work there for Johan Peter Visser. Five seconds left in this game. The long shot, and that is it. So the leader Tigers with a very convincing win to finish the season, 11 goals to 2. And that wraps up all of the games for Season 1 of the 2019 CPSL. I want to thank everyone for watching all of these games, thank all the players for incredible performances, and the organisers for putting on such a great competition. So Dario, thank you for your commentary in the second half. Be great to see you back here for Season 2 as well.
Yeah, thank you.
So thank you everyone, and we'll be back in a few weeks for Season 2 of the 2019 CPSL.